Hey Bob, this is Frank from Max Digital, and as I mentioned, I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do yourselves to help bring in more business just by better utilizing your website. So you guys, I see, do some plumbing in the Richmond area. So I Googled plumbing Richmond, Virginia, and this is a search results page that comes up. And since 90% of the people never click past the first page, if you're looking to grow the business, you're going to want to get into as many of the three different sections of this page as possible. So the top section is the advertiser. So if you're not looking to pay Google to advertise, you're going to want to focus on getting into the second and third sections of the page. Now I see you guys aren't actually located in Richmond, so it's a little bit harder to get into the Richmond map pack at this point. But you want to focus on getting into this organic section down below here. So there's to rank high in the organic section is based on the strength of your content and your backlinks profile. So I wanted to compare your content and backlinks to this Nuckols Plumbing, which is the #1 rated plumbing site in the Richmond area. All right, so just taking a look at your website here. One thing I wanted to point out is that Google looks for 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page for them to consider you an authoritative site or an expert in the niche. And so you guys have less than that on the home page. So one recommendation would be to just add some more content to the home page. But you don't want to just add any content. It's important that your content is dense with local buyer intent keyword phrases. These are the words that people are actually frequently typing into the Google search bar and the phrases that you want your site to be found for. The more that these keywords are mentioned in your content, the more relevant Google will see your site to the searched phrase. So let me give you an example. So I use this tool called Ahrefs to just look at different websites, and I got a filter in here, but you are currently ranking, let me get this out of here, for 89 different keyword phrases, and most of them seem to be in the town that you guys are located in, and those are local buyer intent keyword phrases because as a service provider, you want your keyword phrases to reference the service you provide and the location you provide that service in, which these are. And you're ranking in the top 10 in the in this, I guess, for these keyword phrases here, these top ones. If you were trying to grow into the and you know get some additional jobs in the Richmond area, then obviously you're going to want to start ranking for the Richmond, Virginia keyword phrases. So here's one. You got one right down here. Currently, you're ranking in the 22nd position on those. Just wanted to show you what your competitor is looking at right here. So this is their Richmond rankings, and you can see here there's a lot of different searches going on in the Richmond, Virginia area. So and actually some of these are the same town you're in. But there are some good Richmond ones here. Another 300 searches per month, 350 searches per month for this top one. And actually, if I were to get rid of this filter, you're going to see there's this one here, Plumbers in Richmond, has 1,000 searches per month. So that's a lot of opportunity that if you are on the home page, or sorry, the first page of the results, that you're going to start to capitalize on and get some of those searches. All right, so that's content in a nutshell. Is that you want to have more words than your competitors have. You ideally want to get to that 1,500 to 2,000 threshold that I mentioned that makes you an expert in Google's eyes. And then the last piece of the puzzle is the backlinks profile. So backlinks are just links from other websites over to your website, and they give legitimacy to your site in Google's eyes because they act as an endorsement of your site. And so you want to have Google's a popularity contest. You want to have more backlinks than your competitors have, so you can show Google that you are a relevant site, you're an important site for other sites to be linked to. And the more you have, the more, and if you have more than your competition, then that looks favorably on you. But it's also important to make sure that you're linking to quality websites. Some sites are spammy and some are more authoritative. You want to be linked to those authoritative or relevant sites, relevant to your industry, ideally. And you can tell which sites are good sites based on the DR score. The DR score is the trust score with Google. And so every site has one, and a good site has a DR score of 30 or higher. And so one thing you can do is, let's just look at your quantity-wise compared to your competitor. So you have 192 backlinks from 68 referring domains. Your competitor's site here has 409 backlinks from 254 referring domains. Now their DR score is only a 1.6, so quality-wise, you have beat them. you're going to want to just continue to go out. Maybe what you can do to add backlinks, I would recommend looking at your competitor referring domains, see who they're linked to, and try to get those same links pointed back to you, but only if the DR score is a strong DR score. So they probably have some that are good and a lot that are spammy. So only pull over the good ones. And so that will help you to add more backlinks to your site, and while also bringing up your DR score. So that is what you got to do to get to the home page. I keep saying the home page, the first page of the results, the Google results. And so, like I said, there's additional traffic to be had there. And you can do that same analysis on Richmond or on any location that you're providing your services in, as well as any services. So we only looked kind of at the plumbing ones, but if you did like water heater installs, and there's searches on that every month in all the different towns that you service. Same thing with water leaks or whatever services you guys provide. You do that same analysis, and you build those local buyer intent keyword phrases into your content, and that's really going to help you. One way that companies do it is they build a location page for every location they service, because that allows them to build contents on that specific page dedicated to the local buyer intent keyword phrases for that city. And that really makes it very easy for Google to match up the content to what was searched for. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you wouldn't mind responding to the email just to let me know that you watched the video and whether you found it helpful or not. If there's any other information that I should add in future videos, I'd appreciate knowing that as well, so that I can continue to add value to small businesses. Thanks. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.